Good morning and welcome back to episode 2 of Let's Play Might and Magic 7. Now, we are still on the Emerald Isle, so we'll see how that goes. Let it be known that I can clear the Emerald Isle with all objectives in about 30 minutes, so that's how long apparently I talked yesterday for way longer than I thought I did. Let's go. What were we doing here? Right. Killing the dragonflies. Since we have roughly no mana left, I'm just gonna go rest and heal 8. Note that when you're in town, it only costs 1 feck. Yeah, ow, 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 fuck. Note one of the dangers to resting is that you can have an encounter. An encounter is primarily you have dragonflies or whatever the local... Wrong one. You have dragonflies or whatever the local basic enemy is just show up on you. Fuck! Really? Get... There are also 2 very many-use... I meant to heal, but I'll live. There are 2 very many-use fountains right here that give you infinite health and mana, respectively, at 5 points per drink. They are well beyond helpful. Ow, ow, ow. Fuck, die already. There we go. And note that we are all, weak right now, which is dicking with our ability to do anything. Whew! Okay, I'm gonna save real quick before we try to rest, and... There we go. Whew. Okay, what was I saying just a minute ago? I don't even know. Yeah, encounters are evil. Do-do-do. Note that enemies can attack a ridiculous amount of times more than you can per turn in real-time combat mode, but you have the option of just smacking the fuck out of that A key, which is generally more than the poor dragonflies can handle. There are a lot of dragonflies in this map. Do-do-do. You're really, quite honestly, supposed to... Ow. You're really honestly supposed to run in and grab what you're supposed to and get out of here, but, well, we're men. True manly men. Oh, that was the wrong button. Damn it. Pew, pew. Bullets on over here. Ah, there we go. Now, I said, while we're watching this long and boring fight scene, that I would explain skills and promotions to you. Every class, essentially, for those of you who are coming in from the proper venue, this is Sacred Stones and we're all trainees. We have 1 Every class starts as a cleric or sorcerer, whatever. There we go. And then promotes to a slightly bigger class, generally gaining something meaningful. For example, archers gain magic. And useful magic, actually. You can get all of the most important spells, essentially, on an archer. It's the reason I love them so much. But in order to do this, you have to... he's out of mana. You gotta find a quest giver. A very specific one. Specific to each class. Pew. 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 For example... Really? Stupid fuck. Sir Charles Quixote in Erathia gives us the Paladin quest, which is... Fuck, it's a bitch. Essentially, with this party of scrublets, we will have to kill a dragon. Needless to say, I'm going to be leaving that one towards a bit later. Maybe after we've done some other first-tier promotions. But frankly, it's not as bad as I make it out to seem. Now that we've actually killed the dragonflies, we can take from their shit. Cloaks and helmets and gems and a seashell. The seashell's actually crucial to the quest. And note that you can give items to unconscious dudes. I don't know if Augustine... No, Augustine can't use daggers. This is actually the best way to get the seashell, which you have to buy otherwise, and if you didn't start with somebody with alchemy, you can find all the ingredients for many red potions. Not to mention a couple of decent weapons and a pre-mixed red potion. Bitchin'. Was that all 4 chests? Yes, it was. Oh, and also it keeps a track of how many times we've died, which is a little embarrassing, but given that this is a Let's Play, I'm not going to record to fix... I'm not going to, reset to fix something like that. It's tiny. Now, the first thing we can see here is that you get, reagent strength. Figures. We'll get to that later. Anyway, later in the game, much further on past the second promotions, there's third-tier promotions. And third-tier promotions are something of a spoiler, so I'm gonna leave the specifics of them ambiguous for now. I don't remember if this chest is trapped. It isn't. Chest traps are nasty as hell in this game, but anyway, I won't explain third-tier promotions in too much detail, but essentially they're the same. You do a quest for some dude, and he promotes you to your ultimate class. Okay, skills. Skills take a certain amount of points to raise. You gain several skill points every time you train after you level up, and you can't just level up, you have to train. And we'll get into that later when we actually have levels, which we don't now. But essentially you pay money to a guy. But the skill points are spent on the skills at an increasing cost. It takes 2 points to raise it from 1 to 2, 3 points to raise it from 2 to 3, 4 points to raise it from 3 to 4, and the cost of that runs high quickly. Let me give you the red potion. To get a expert skill, you need to have a skill level of 4, and then find the skill trainer for it in the world. There are 5 or 6, depending on the skill. To get the master, you have to have 7 and find the master trainer, of which there is I think there's 1 or 2 for each skill. And then to get Grandmaster, you have to have a skill of 10, and find the Grandmaster Trainer, of which there is 1 in the world for each skill, and some of them are a bitch to find. Potion for a hat? Yeah. You need a nice hat for the quest. Don't know why, but you do. Okay, so we need to find you some skills. Do you have a shield skill? No, you don't. Note that skills are draconian, in a word. If you don't have the necessary skill, I'll give it to Zach, you can't equip anything. There is no basic armor everybody can use. No, if you don't have leather armor, the skill, you're fucked. Okay, now it's time for the next step of this. Let's go look at the quest log. We need a red potion. Okay, we got that on row. We need a seashell. Pick that up. Longbow. Pick that up. A lute. Pick that up. And a wealthy hat. Picked that up. Looks nice, doesn't it? Oh, I forgot you can't wear the hat. Go throw. Anybody can mix a basic potion that's just herb plus bottle. If you try to mix anything bigger, it explodes. We'll get into that later. So our next phase of the journey is going to be to complete a quick side quest that I'm rather enamored of. That's not altogether difficult, but may take a reset or two. Fire resist. Let's go. Enter the dragon's cave. You are not supposed to kill the dragon. You are, however, supposed to run from these rats and grab all of the sweet-ass treasure. Ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! Feck. Okay, that's a second. Get out of the way, you fucking dragon! There we go, got the chainmail. Yeah! Oh, that was me. Woo! Okay. Now we can see how we deal with partial deaths. Fortunately, healing is cheap here, but it's not everywhere. Let's go talk to the healer. This is a healer's sign. 150 gold, 150 gold. It depends on what you need. 10 gold here will heal anybody who's damaged but not dead. 150 will heal anybody who's dead. There's generally another... that's right, you can also learn skills from her. There's also a cost for fixing ailments. Contestant shield, go to you. There's also a spell for, or a cost for fixing status effects. You can get poisoned or diseased, paralyzed, a couple of other things. And one for... I don't remember. Anyway, let's go sell things now, and maybe pick up some skills. Items can only be sold to their proper vendors. Eric here at Eric's Armory. Ooh, bitchin'. Will only buy... Yep, armor. And I forgot to do something real quick that I'm gonna just book on over there and grab. Merchant. That changes costs for things fairly dramatically. Drop the armor on him. Let's leave the chainmail on you. And leave a good shield on you. And drop the longbow on you. Really, I guess I can drop everything that needs fendering. I don't remember what weapons Furret can use. He can Grandmaster, or he can Master Spears. And he can... I think he can also Master Swords, so he's probably going to go for Swords. Because Swords is a fairly decent mastering. If he can Expert Daggers, that'd be good. Notice how this changes from... It looks like junk to me, too. Okay, you're a little bit more persuasive. I just realized I gave him both my shields. So we'll turn a... can you even call that a tidy profit? Teach you shield, because that'll help tremendously in the long run. Unfortunately, I don't have the money to teach other people shield like Balserzak, who also needs it. Sell you... You know, that's right, I wanted to check real quick. So you could actually learn axe, but I'm gonna go with... I'm gonna go with sword. That'll at least give him some way to... counterattack. A longbow. Okay. Sorry, can't identify a wand. He's a blacksmith. He doesn't know anything about those. Now this longbow, 5-2 plus 2 with a +2 to hit. 5-2 and no hit. Obviously it's better. Now I don't remember which bow you have to turn in for the quest, so I'm not going to turn any in at the moment. So I'm not going to sell any. And then we book it on up to the... This is an alchemist's shop. You can tell by the bottle. And this, by the hand with balls, is a magic shop. Alicorn wand, fireballs. Sweet. And we can sell all of our... He buys anything that isn't bought at the other stores, even alchemical ingredients. And sells gems, which are worthless, potions, which aren't worthless, magic items, which really aren't worthless, but still not worth buying, and gauntlets for some peculiar reason. He also talks in a ridiculous Cockney voice, which is really funny because, the blacksmith, for whatever else he is, he sounds like me. But, not the... Whoa. Why are we yellow? Anyway, campfire, 2 food. Sometimes you can find nice things like rings, but we didn't. So, we'll just soldier on and do the final part of Emerald Isle today. What? Okay, I'm hearing fighting now. Oh. Huh. Okay. 7 gold! Anyway, this ominous little cave that's spewing forth water is the Temple of the Moon. Ooh, actually it's nowhere near as scary inside. Let's get Wizard Eye going. This is also our first secret room, and I'll see if I can find it. There it is. See that fucking obvious red glow? So bitches. Oh, wait. Feck. I looked down and I don't remember how to look up. There we go. Now, many of these animal corpses have nothing, which makes it all the weirder that dragonflies or something. This is the result of perception. I don't remember if it's trapped. What? Really? Okay. Well, that's technically the result of perception. Now we can finish with the Temple of the Moon. Do-do-do. Rats and spiders and shit. Lightning rats, who are nastier than your garden variety. Note that you can use hotkeys to do just about everything. And sometimes I will get lazy and just hit the buttons until I can't actually see what I'm aiming at. Now you see how fuzzy the where are you? There we go. Now you see how fuzzy the turn-based combat is when you can essentially just float half the damn time. Extra chainmail. I don't remember if clerics can use chainmail. I think they can. Notice the auto map in the upper right is actually gaining cohesion as we run along. Ah, spiders. Ow, ow, ow. I'm actually gonna start... Okay, that's not how things were supposed to go, but... Run up here so that I can get a clear shot at those giant spiders. There we go. See, unfortunately, the spiders introduce us to our first of the standard status effects, and I'd rather not get poisoned. As I'm sure you can understand. There we go. Oh, that's a corpse. Well, that explains a lot. Oh, yeah, the venomous spider. There he is. Killing him at range is advisable. I've tried builds of primarily, you know, that was unintentional. I've tried builds of primarily knights and shit who haven't had any ranged weapons with which to dispatch the spider, and they get poisoned and don't have a way to cure it. It's a spitting image of hilarity ensuing, I tell you. There we go. There we go, things are actually going pretty good. Run him down. That's what real-time combat's really best for is... Real-time combat's useful for two things. Feck. Bats. Ow, 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 ow. Real-time combat's best for two things. One, chasing down, running away little bitches like that rat. Ow. And later in the game, if you have a party of archers, kiting, which is fun, exploitive, and... Oh, there's a spear. It's fun, it's exploitive, and we don't have a party that can reliably pull it off, unfortunately. Excelsior. This is a short dungeon, that's why I'm pushing through to get it done today. There's a big pile of them here. That... Sometimes I do dumb shit. No. Unfortunately, these bats take a while to attack every turn, and unfortunately I get my things confused and occasionally have Augustine cast a spell and Ruthine attack. There we go. There we go. Stable. Picking up all of the corpses. Frankly, there's never going to be anything in the corpses. Ow, 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 ow! Feck. Frankly, there's never going to be anything in the corpses, but I don't like corpses just sitting around. It feels messy. And now, our first of very, very many room traps. Anyway, these fireballs, they're very real and very potent. This altar is not usable, but there are a lot that are. Comparatively, it's a simple puzzle, but who's complaining? Bookcases. Any good wanderer's best friend. Why are bookcases so nice? Because they give you some of the best loot in the game. Spell books. We're probably not going to get lucky and find any here. Frankly, we're probably going to find nothing but scrolls, but I don't remember what these swordsmen are doing here. Yeah, you'd better watch out. Eh. Another secret area. I'm impatient, I'm impatient. That was the wrong buttons again. Oh, you're a fire rat. You really just killed... Okay, this guy's a prick. I already looted. Okay. Okay, now we're going to... I just hit A and S. With the final result of this being that Balserzak attacked and Augustine cast a spell. Why does it keep wanting to default to saving my... Okay, come on, you fucking... There we... That was the wrong button, I meant to hit space. And now we get some looting to do. Back here. There we go, a magic book. Each row of bookshelves has its own loot, and for some reason lags when you click it. No, I'm not forgetting... There it is. Floor tile. Why that floor tile? I don't know. Run out, run up. We like loot, don't we? Up and away. Extra swordsman and Sal Sharktooth. I don't remember what Sal's for. Let's find out. Fucking dick bag. Okay. Well, if you don't talk to him, no harm, no foul. Loot, loot. An orange potion. I'm gonna have to explain that soonish. Scrolls, scrolls. Gold, 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 gold. Some alchemical ingredients that are really not worth taking, but... I obsess over these things. What the f... Oh yeah, that's right, there's a second wealthy hat. You don't have to give the guy a red pot for it. Horned helm. Horned helms are the most worthless ones in the game, and in fact, the game even tells you itself. It says, these are really party helmets for decoration. No, I don't think we can kill Sal. I don't really want to. But this is a let's play. Let's save. Let's do this. Come on, Sal. You want a piece of me? What? Why did you... Why did you attack? Smart idea. Okay. It was a smart idea, but it didn't work. So, let's instead just leave that bastard. Because apparently if you don't talk to him, you're cool. Yeah! Jump out. Run out. Run off. Jump. 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 Oh, for a moment the party struck there. Falling, we're going to take damage faces. They do that occasionally. And we can leave. If I had a hand on the mouse, which I don't. Wait till dawn, because nothing opens until dawn. I'll introduce you to swimming real quick. Notice how we can't push any further into the water. If you do, we are drowning. And the entire time we are drowning, it chains, and I mean chains, the we're taking damage noise. Ow, 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 ow. You can wear that helmet, it makes you look dumb. Ooh, a ring I couldn't identify. Okay, at this point I don't think we need any more poppy snaps. I mean, I'm willing to make that bet. What can't you identify? For the identify item skill is just fucking weird. Also, it won't let you sort items. How much shit can't you identify? These are just... Most of these things are like basic things. Ooh. It's the ones that aren't that are intriguing to me. Okay, now a final merchant hit, and then we'll visit the training grounds. Maybe buy some skills. See, the thing is, everything's cheaper on the Emerald Isle. Significantly. So... That's it? Really? Okay. Torchlight, we already know. Awaken, we already know. So that was... anti-productive. But it was worth money, and we have a cape. Fairly desperately need money. For in just a minute. Okay, now we're done with him. Let's go on over. These are the guilds. You need a membership. You can't buy a membership from the guild. I'm just gonna let that one sink in. You can buy guild memberships from some dudes. Like that guy. And this gal. Taverns. I'll get to taverns in a minute. For now, we're just gonna go turn in the quest. Augustine the Archer. Lord Markham. Missing contestants? Yeah. Oh, look. I found them. Thank you. And Thomas the Judge. What do I have? Yes, 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 yes. That's all 6 items. Now notice, the contest winning is a fiefdom. Yeah. That's why we did this ridiculous scavenger hunt over an island to win a fiefdom. Yeah, I did take Furret's longbow. I was afraid of that. Yeah, well. Also, I don't think that wealthy hat ever goes away. So, we'll start storing these extra quest items on Camilla. Thanks, Cammy. Can I teach? Yes, archers can learn leather. Good. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Do. Throw a bow to Zach. Bump into a tree. Sell some shit that I don't want. I didn't buy it for Zach because he's going to get... whatever. I didn't throw any to Zach because he's going to get chainmail in a minute. And I'm stingy. Okay. Target practice is a training grounds. teaches you some basic skills. Worth buying, as a general rule. I forgot this. You know, and I'm just gonna go buy basic merchant on everybody. While it's cheap. Because it decreases the costs of just about everything ever just having a point in it. Anyway, and that's how you train. That's the ticket. That's the ticket. That's the ticket. Now we got some skills. Okay. What shall I spend some points in? Expert fire magic is very helpful. And then we'll just dump some into ID item. You! Expert merchant, some extra into body magic. You? Bow. 5 in bow. And you? Oh, we'll go for expert repair and some mace. And that's it. That was leveling in its entirety. And our final stop before we conclude our tour of the island is the tavern. Sleep. Buy food. You can also learn some basic skills, but what the fuck ever. Now we will board our ship to our kingdom. Also, I love the ship captains, because they have the most epic voice. Now, we'll save here, and crop the episode. Harmondale. Not only do we live here, we own the place. That's not going to help anything, but, well, it's our castle, our guards, our hills, our church, our town hall, our episode. Well then, that was episode 2. Tomorrow, we've gotten to the main game. Essentially, at this point, we've beaten the tutorial. We can go anywhere. I could run us all the way to Nyon, or to the land of the giants, if I wanted to. I don't want to. You silly scrubs would just die. So we're not going to. As such, well, I'm going to present you 4 options here. 1, we can continue with the main quest, which involves clearing out our castle. It's infested, naturally. 2, we could go for some training in the world. Maybe plug our way to the Tulorian Forest, go to the Land of the Elves, do some side quests. 3, we can go pick up Archomage, which is the coolest thing ever and my personal recommendation. 4, if you're so inclined, we can head on out to Bracada and start picking up promotion quests. That would be for the wizard, and no way we could do the cleric yet, but we could do the wizard one. So, call it, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Party on, dudes.